I found a little life hack for me. During the day, if I'm watching the little one, I found out that if I put me on the TV, which like I can't stand it. I hate watching myself. This guy like loves it. I don't know. But I noticed that the other day I had YouTube playing and one of my videos auto played in the playlist and I just hear him cackling away, just making his happy baby noises. And I'm like, the shit. You like watching dad, huh, kiddo? So you're the only one. So today is like preparation for travel day. Tomorrow we head out to Atlanta for DreamHack. Shout out to anybody that I'm gonna be seeing this weekend. But I didn't know if it would be kind of cool to see a little bit of like how I prepare for traveling since I've been doing it so much. I think like a really key important thing with like when you start traveling more for your job, especially if it's like a dream job, being a content creator, for example, is like really trying not to get out of like a rhythm and a routine, especially like right now, I'm kind of like excited. I am traveling tomorrow and I'm kind of like in this mindset that like it's vacation time. So like maybe I don't have to do X, Y, and Z today. Maybe I can like kind of cut back because like even if you're traveling for work, like if a brand's bringing you out or an event, a con is bringing you out, like you get this feeling that you're traveling for vacation, not necessarily just for like the idea of like work, if that makes sense. I'd actually say even if you're traveling for work, it feels like you're still taking some form of vacation. But a big thing that I really just try to emphasize on like before traveling or even honestly during traveling, and like I don't always stick with this. This isn't some like life coach advice like get it done. Stick with your rhythm, stick with your routine. But like, I genuinely try to stay in somewhat of a routine and rhythm, like getting up around the same time, getting active with my morning walks, eating somewhat in alignment with how I've been eating in a way that's helped me feel good. It's no shock that we just went to TwitchCon last week. I flew all the way across country, stayed up late with people that are used to staying up late in a time zone that is behind. So I'm already screwing up my sleep schedule with that. Eating like shit for a few days, drinking alcohol, barely getting any sleep on top of the staying up late as well. I completely threw off everything that I typically do and it was a recipe for disaster. I got sick and because of that, it costed me more days when I got back because like that's something that's super important when you have your own business, whether you're, a creative or you're a content creator. I mean, it's like that with any job. If you get sick and you can't show up, you're just taking money off the plate. You're not only taking away money off the plate, you're taking time, you're taking experience. Like there was like 3 or 4 days last week that I barely was able to interact with my son because like I was just in bed the whole time. Life is obviously about indulgences and have fun and enjoy, but also too, sometimes you're potentially stealing your happiness or good vibes from tomorrow by doing shit and making decisions today. So I try my best to follow a rhythm and a routine, especially the day like leading up, because that's like the day that I give in so much on like the day before, like, dude, fuck it. Tomorrow it's a travel day, we head out. Maybe today I'll kind of kick back and treat myself more. I'd like to start vacation early. And I know I'm not the only motherfucker that does that. I know everybody in this video can relate. And by the way, yeah, I have one of these giant strips on my nose. Listen, as douchey as they may look, especially because they've been like associated with the Instagram, how to be a millionaire, why don't you have 50 houses by the time you're 25 years old? Since it's really been branded to those types of individuals, I will say that this thing is probably one of the best like self-help viral things on the internet that's gone out. I have a deviated septum from breaking my nose multiple times growing up, from jumping off swing sets to skateboarding to getting in stupid fights over girls in high school. And all it is a couple magnets, and there's some magnetic strips and some sticky adhesive, and you just put it on your nose and it like I literally can breathe when I use this. So when I'm sleeping or not streaming or recording, I like to have it on around the house because like, yeah, it's just it's nice to breathe out of your nose. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, lately, mornings have typically consisted of a few eggs. I've been trying to like eat in a specific style for weight loss. Yeah, buddy? Yeah? You ready for your breakfast too? I'm probably gonna have to feed him before I feed myself. But yeah. Lately I've been eating more like higher protein, moderate fat, lower carb. Not doing any kind of like trendy type shit like keto or anything. And I'm honestly, I'm not looking for advice. I know like the second you start talking about like weight loss and things you're trying to do, like everybody's got to jump in the comments like, dude, I did this for 5 months and I'm an expert now. Listen, and I totally get that we have like nutritional health people as well that watch the channel. Maybe it's because of years of an unhealthy lifestyle, but I do not react well to loading myself up with carbs as clean as they can be at like the start of the day. Like I consume carbs, I eat rice, I eat veggies. I don't do anything like keto or carnivore, but I typically try to stick with, eggs and chicken and steak and ground beef with some veggies and some clean sauces, like, completely organic, clean, healthy, homemade sauces. I somewhat try to keep track with my macros and eat my desired goal weight in protein. So like around 200 grams of protein a day. But honestly, aside from the traveling and getting out of the rhythm and routine, I've been pretty good for a while now. Just black coffee, water, eggs, chicken, steak, hamburger, a lot of home cooked meals. As a creator who got really busy this last year, I caved into the door dashing, spent way too much money on highly processed trash fucking food that made me feel like shit all the time. Anyways, the new goal the last few months has been make our own food, have it be a good whole food, and just stay active. It's not complicate shit, not overeat, not eat processed shit, and consume higher protein. Just clean stuff and eat the shit that doesn't make me feel bogged down or inflamed or feel like just pure shit for that matter. Like sometimes if I eat too much rice makes me feel just like bloated and just, I get like a crash, like that spike and crash, even just from simple things like rice from time to time. It's not all the time. And I get blood work. I check into myself. I literally just got blood work a couple weeks ago, which I highly recommend, especially if you work from home. You got to keep in check with your body. But yeah, I apologize for going into the over complication of talking a little bit about like how I eat and what I've been eating. I'm not saying it for you guys to do it. I just know the second you mention like weight loss or muscle gain in a YouTube video, you'll get that one cocksucker that's just like, they know everything. You're just completely ignorant. They never ask you your life story. Like, hey, BigE, have you by chance lost 100 pounds already and maybe worked in the fitness industry for like fucking 5 years? I do appreciate when people have like suggestions and stuff, but like, I mean, dieting is simple. It just comes down to willpower, doing the shit. I'm a result of just not sticking to shit. It has nothing to do with knowing better. I know better. Just need to do a better job for myself, for the things that work for me. Anyways, I got to feed this baby and feed myself. Okay, we got a small little window where little dude is hanging around, a little content, probably gonna pass out, but I'm gonna take this opportunity and just start gathering some things together. Now, I will say I do plan on at some point doing a complete like what's in my tech bag tour, but that's not gonna be today's video. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I get ready for traveling and whatnot, instead of like focusing exactly on every single thing that I bring. I will say though, I'm gonna be bringing some more on this trip because with me doing these videos, I have like an excuse to bust out the drone again. So I gotta find some space to pack that in here. And I'm also sure everybody's dying to know what shoes I'm gonna bring, right? Oh, come on, dude. Be on the good mood of things. Be on the good mood of things. Want to take a nap? Yes. Starting to like self-soothe and like, you could tell he's like getting tired. Sometimes he likes to fight sleeping. I guess like that's a thing that kids do. Somebody said it's like FOMO. He's 2.5 years old. I don't know how much FOMO he has. He doesn't know the difference between shitting in his pants and like in a toilet. So I think like conceptualizing things is a little lackluster right now, but for some mysterious reason, he does like want to keep himself away. Like he's missing out on a party or something, I don't know. So now the big question is gonna be, what lenses do I bring? Because I'm gonna be bringing the Sony FX3. I'm gonna be bringing the Fujifilm as well. Since I'm like encouraged to capture some stuff, I do wanna get some cinematic things. And right now I'm pretty minimal to like what I have to offer. You know, obviously this is a 16 to 35 f2.8. That's a good range. I also have this 50 millimeter cinema T2.0. If you liked some of the shots that I shot on my everyday carry video, this is what I used for like those really tight shots. Then I also have the Siri anamorphic lens as well. And it's like, I could totally bring these and get some dope B-roll, which like I'm excited to do and I kind of want to do that. But also too, like I don't want to have to carry around my backpack. I bought this clear ghost bag to be able to put under my shirt and carry this camera around anyways, all to eliminate the excuse of saying like, well, I'm not gonna bring this thing because it's so big and bulky. So while I wanna bring some stuff and like in my head, like get like cooler shots for the sake of getting cooler shots just because I fucking want to, I'm also like realistically like, how often am I actually gonna pull this out? I'm always curious, like, is that my own OCD kicking in? Or is that what anybody that has any kind of creative background that goes to any event and wants to like capture something, is that what everybody goes through? Is like this constant back and forth of like, what do I bring? Like I want to capture all these things, but do I actually capture them? I'll tell you what though, this is what I love about this backpack right here. This is the Peter McKinnon like everyday bag or whatever from Nomadic. And when I go to like further away places where I like need to have less bags and pack more things because I don't like to check bags, I break this bag down into being a backpack. Whenever I'm doing like quick travel, like if I'm just gonna be on like a 2-hour flight, or like for this scenario, I'm gonna be road tripping, I like to create a little pouch on the inside, which is where I'll put like the drone and stuff, and then still have a little bag on the top. So that way if I do walk around with this, I have a spot for my main camera, but like even while I'm traveling, I'll put some like extra things in here, like my toiletry items, my glasses case, all that type of shit will go in here. I'm actually really fucking excited about Vlogtober just for the sheer fact of like getting this out. I remember when there was a day where I would look for any excuse to get my drone out in Ohio, like 6 years ago. I mean, flying a drone and seeing that stuff for the first time is insane as is. But I felt like it like genuinely pushed me to like want to make a video and tell a story. It was like because I wanted to go out and fly the drone every single day and use like the tech that I had to create that stuff. It was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna go fly this drone, I got to get out of my house because you can't just in the middle of nowhere, get the same exact shots in a cornfield every single day. So it encouraged me to like get active and go on these trails. But then even a step further from that, it was like, well, like that was like the basic start. Like I want to get the camera out. I want to do stuff. I want to go fly the drone for the sake of a video. Well, now I have to make a video. If I want to include the drone footage into something and fly the drone and make a video, I have to come up with an idea and do something. So packing up the drone right now, doing these daily uploads, it's like kind of get that old feeling back where it's like, I'm definitely gonna bring this with me because like fucking fly it, do some shit with it. You know what I mean? Okay, so now for the most important part, what shoes are we gonna be bringing? I originally thought about just doing every Travis Scott that I had. We definitely have to rock the new ones that we got for sure. Then I think next I'm gonna bring the olives. And I think this time, for the first time, I'm gonna leave the Phantoms behind, the pair that was in that EDC video that I made, because like, dude, I'm just wearing the fuck out of them, and like, I don't wanna like wear them to the point where they're like not like wearable anymore, especially because I wear them around here so much. So that leaves room for one more. I think I'm gonna bring these, I never know how to pronounce these, but the Amanari or whatever collaboration with Jordan. I mean, dude, these are pretty fucking sick. These are probably like one of my favorite pairs, to be honest. I used to wear the shit out of them. And then, I don't know, I guess like during the summer, because I wear a lot of shorts, I'm just like not encouraged to want to wear these. Anyways, to stick with the rhythm, little dude is officially out, and because he's asleep, this is a time where I typically lately get ready to go live and like record any content that I need to record, because here in like the next hour, Megan will be home. So like hopefully this nap is the transition from him, you know, sleeping until she gets here. So it gives me like a window to get started with work.
Hi, buddy. Yeah.
So we have to return an Apple Watch. At one point last week, I owned 4 of the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 watches. So I pre-ordered one, didn't get here till when we were at TwitchCon. I wanted to be able to like unbox it and make a video about it on the first day while it was still like trending. So we called an Apple store in Cali and pre-ordered 2, and I put both of them on my card, one for me and one for one of my friends who wanted to get one as well. They screwed up the orders, and the orders were like frozen. So like when we went to the store, we essentially like either A, had to wait it out in Cali, like wait a day or two for something to process to come pick up the order, or we had to just like while we were in store repurchase. So like on the spot, I just went ahead and bought a new watch. He bought a new watch, but at that current point in time, I had the one that got delivered to my North Carolina home, and then I saw the 2 that were under my card for me and Blink. So at one point in time, yeah, I owned 4 watches. Everything's been resolved. We got to return the one that got shipped to my house, and I forgot to tell you, the other 2, they automatically canceled and came out. So as of now, I own 2, but I'm gonna get a full refund on the other one as well, so. God, why did it get so hot today down here? I mean, it's been nice for days. I like the whole like, where it's realistically nice here, like 70 degrees, sunshine. This whole like mid 80s, humidity, this shit's gotta stop, man. It's October. That's so funny too. I vividly remember in a stream like a month or 2 ago, somebody saying that down south doesn't stay this hot in October. They're like, you guys get winters too. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? My truck is currently reading 109, so get fucked. Anyways, apparently we have to run. I know. We have to run to the store to just potentially look at stocking up on stuff. So if you guys don't know, we live in North Carolina. Now, we weren't affected by the floods this last week, but apparently due to all of the cities being affected by the floods, like all the towns, just like, it's crazy. It's actually insane how bad it is. They're actually pulling like parts of the military over to certain areas because it's just pure chaos. Like there's like no power and cell phone service in half these towns. So like all these people are left without their homes and like no roadways out, and they're just stuck in these areas with no communication to people in the outside world. It's like pure chaos apparently in some towns around Asheville. But as a result of that, now apparently a lot of the grocery stores up north of North Carolina, a lot of the stores are going out of stock of like important things like toilet paper and whatnot. So we're seeing like a huge like resurgence of what happened during the pandemic. And then also apparently too, I forgot to tell you something about like the ports are closed. Oh yeah, because the ports are on strike. Now shipments of new things aren't getting in. We haven't heard anything in our area, but we haven't been to the store. But I mean, I guess it's always good to stock up. I mean, we still have like, what, maybe a fifth of a cow at the house still. We have enough meat to feed us for a while. Yeah, but we need like diapers, just make sure we're good on like TP. But, you know, I have lots of dude wipes. If you know, you know. And then what was the only other thing I was thinking of? Oh, I was thinking maybe we should stock up on chicken. That's about the only other thing. Get a whole bunch of, get the weight loss special. Back when I was like losing weight, I used to buy the handled bags of just all the chicken strips in one bag. It's like, I think it's like $20, but it's like, it was like 10 pounds of chicken. It's like the cheap, like super, super cheap chicken. You know what I mean? If it's something that we can live off of in like a worst case situation. Isn't it weird? I hate to get political on here. That's probably like the worst way to start off a conversation. But isn't it weird how much fucking money we see go to all these other countries on other shit?
Oh, I saw someone post about that.
Oh.
They were like, our money better not be going anywhere else until this situation is fixed.
Yeah, this is, it's ridiculous. It's crazy times. It's an election year too, so obviously everything's even more crazy. But regardless, like, dude, it's a natural disaster. Nobody prepared for this situation. I don't recall seeing a hurricane fuck up the mountains in my entire lifetime. And especially at this magnitude, it's fucking wild here. So people are hurting, and as a result with that, it's like pure chaos. So we're just gonna make sure we're stocked up just in case. I don't think it's gonna be anything bad here in Charlotte. I think it's mostly like a lot of like the northern side of the state, but I'm not taking my chances. So we are going to the store and we're gonna make sure we're good to go. I'm just kind of holding them for them right now. I'd like to keep them as... So it's true. We did in fact go to the store, and it is in fact a little chaotic. They were almost out of like diapers that we needed. The diaper section was probably what, 50% ran down. The water section was gone, not existent. Every single gallon jug, gone. Toilet paper was, we didn't really stop to look at toilet paper too much. Thankfully, we just got like a big batch at Costco. But toilet paper, I know the section was definitely cleared out. I just didn't pay attention to see what they had. And then paper towels were also almost gone as well. And apparently and there was like lines at the gas station too. It's crazy. I guess the ports are really affecting everything. All the people going on strikes with that. And then as well, like, I guess some unions went on strike, and somebody said that Amazon, like a lot of Amazon's now going on strike. So we got, things that we genuinely need, diapers and stuff, and the big thing, meat. It's so funny. Every time like some kind of thing happens, like if it's weather related or it's the pandemic, this situation, the first thing that goes out is always like toilet paper and paper towels. And it's like, you can really be conservative on toilet paper and be fine for a while. I mean, if like shit hit the fan and you had nothing, you could wipe your ass with like a rag or something. Like I'm talking like doomsday scenario, but like you need food, you need water. The fact that like meat was abundantly in stock was kind of crazy. We got like 20 pounds of chicken just to like stock up. We got a freezer outside, so it's like, why not just put stuff out there? But you ever notice that? Whenever people go off the rail with like natural disasters, like winter, like in Ohio too, it's like everybody's like, stock up on water. I get.
Milk and bread.
Well, water during the winter, I get, because lines can freeze. But yeah, milk, bread, toilet paper, all these things. And then
case scenario, if you're out of paper towels, oh, look at this. This is fucking reusable.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I said.
I use that instead of paper
But
towels.
like, what are you going to eat? What are you going to, you're worried about wiping your ass. What are you even going to consume if you're not getting meat? It's like, just, I guess, kind of shows like the priorities of people. We stocked up on a lot of meat just in case. I mean, we get in the habit of stocking up every now and then anyways. Like I said, we still got a freezer outside full of beef as well. Wild, weird times we live in. It's always election year. It's always the craziest fucking years. I'm so over it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go pack up. We're gonna watch Deadpool tonight. I'm gonna hang out before we hit the road tomorrow. Vlogs through DreamHack the next few days. So if you're not really into the vlogs, I apologize. This is the type of content I'm gonna be able to create on the road. Do you guys have any ideas of like, things that I could talk about on the road that are like interesting? Like, oh, hey, as a creator, I'm just curious how you do this, like how you get that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Cause like, that's the point of doing these videos. So, all right, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out, peace, deuces.